So if you have a problem with oxalate crystals, they can lodge in the bladder and they can cause irritation and issues, that constant, feeling like you've got fiberglass in your bladder lining. But they also can create a structure that E. coli bacteria hang out in. So they create like a reservoir for E. coli. Yeah. And so exactly. So that's why you can be having this constant low level irritation and you think, oh gosh, if I got a UTI, you go to do a dipstick, you give a urine sample, and there is high concentration of E. coli because the E. coli has been making a home in the reservoir of oxalate crystals in the bladder. And so if oxalates are playing a role, then you just remove them from the diet, but you have to do it slowly. So what we need to do after using antibiotics is then go on a restoration protocol and say, okay, how do we encourage this environment that we just wiped out because we had to get rid of some bad guys? How do we rebuild this neighborhood and encourage the right kind of people that we want to come and live in it, microbes that we want to come and live in it. We want good neighbors. And in the gut, you want diversity.
When I was going through that whole sort of thrush BV cycle and God knows whatever other dysbiosis was actually causing the symptoms over several years that I was kind of battling in this vicious cycle, it was just demoralizing and so disheartening, and you feel so hopeless and you feel so pitted against your body and frustrated, and it's horrible. It really lowers your quality of life. And I can imagine it's really similar with recurrent UTIs.
I just think we cannot be dogmatic about diet. Just because you have a problem with something doesn't mean someone else will have a problem with it. Just because something helped you doesn't mean it will help another person. So absolutely. I think we should all know what oxalates are. I think we should all know what foods they are in. And I think we should all be a little just careful, moderate in how we consume those foods. The easiest way, because it's in plant foods, is eat seasonally. I think if we were all eating what was available seasonally, we wouldn't have the issues. But